This is All Saints Eve, everybody. Tomorrow is All Saints Day. For all the saints who from their labors rest, who thou by faith before the world confessed. Thy name, O Jesus, be forever blessed. Alleluia, alleluia. And that would be Franklyn full of Buell. What can we do for each other today? This is morning devotion. Morning, M-O-R-N-I-N-G, not M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G. God meditate, Him in prayer. Now what is our meditation? What are we here to do? Are we here to aggrandize ourselves and take as much in and take as much as we can from everybody else and from the universe and capture it for ourselves? Are we to do that? Is that what it's all about? Or are we to use all the resources to help others? Which do you think we're here to do? Which do you think will bring you the most happiness? More happiness? Which one of the two will bring you more happiness? Make you more comfortable? Make you more jolly? I spilled a bottle of cloves. I didn't really spill it. It lay on its side and a lot of it came out, but half of it is still there. It's a good thing this isn't smell-o-vision because that's all you can smell this morning is cloves. This is Joy Book number 438. A review of Joy Book 437 is exhilarating. It recounts the blessings and reminds you of the thanks and appreciation for the last 10 days or so. What would you like to do today? That's good. I'm reviewing the grocery list for Sue Casey, who is altruistic and one of our models of altruism. And she's going to do the grocery shopping for us on Thursday. It was very interesting, folks, that after a busy and productive day of making TV shows, sending out a good message, to go to bed at 10 minutes to 7 and do pure minutes. Can you do this? Can you go a whole 2 minutes without thinking of yourself? Can you close your eyes and go a whole 2 minutes without thinking of yourself? Can you? That's an interesting challenge. I challenge you to it. Well, I did that. It's taken a considerable number of years of practice to get it down, but it happened. And what do I do with that 2 minutes? Besides, make sure it doesn't go to myself. I make sure it goes to you. I make sure that that 2 minutes of thinking, or no thinking to obstruct the flow of vitality and impetus and goodwill to you, that you or somebody you know might get the initiative to get over the hump. That's good. That's good meditation. So I did that 3-4 times, fell asleep until I would say from 7 o'clock to midnight, I think. And then awake the rest of the night until 4:30. But, you know, if the body doesn't want to sleep, there's not much you can do about it. And if the body wants to sleep, there's not much you can do about it either. So, I have the microcassette recorder. I'm sorry that the audio will not pick up over the TV camera, because these are very, very helpful meditations. Anyway, we made a record of it on the audio cassette recorder. And some very interesting ideas came forward. We must call Jimmy Talbot in Beverly Hills, California, and tell him to make a documentary of the SS Glendora, the children's show that was all children, that was run by children. The children's show that was live. All live, and the little children came in their costumes and dressed up as little mateys of a ship, the SS Glendora. We must tell him to capture that there once was a Camelot, there once was a TV show, SS Glendora, that was all live and that was all children themselves, and that it was educational and inspirational, and that it had a set of rules. And what were those rules? You put others first. So, the meditation is, no, we're not here to use the resources for a thing that's has no existence, a thing that is a phantom called selfishness. We're not here to do that. We're here for the reality of doing things for one another and making the universe together. We make it go and grow and make it better. That's a meditation. The hymn we already did, For All the Saints who from their labors rest, who thou before the world confessed. And we see Jesus as helping others. Thy name, O Jesus, be forever blessed. I have a word for you I'd like to share with you, This is word number 237, I believe. And it is ampersand. Well, ampersand is a corruption. The real word is the Latin word meaning and per se, per, P-E-R, se, S-E, and. It's and, per se, and, which is corrupted to ampersand. And what does it mean? Literally, it means and by itself and, so that it keeps repeating itself. And per is by, and se is self, and by itself, and. There's that word self, se in Latin. How about some jokes? Did I finish telling you the jokes of last week? I have a feeling I might have missed on them. Hold still. With God we go to spread the joy of life. We win each day the happiness of love. We count our blessings. We give thanks. We give joy. Stop, 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 stop the cruel. Stop, stop, stop the cruel. Mummy, eat your greens. They're good for your complexion. But I don't want a green complexion. Is that your brother? Yes. Well, he's kind of small, isn't he? Yes. But that's because he's my half-brother. My baby brother is only a year old, the little boy said, and he's already been walking for a month. And his friend said, gee, he must be tired. These are last week's jokes, folks. If a fellow, fit as a fiddle, met a fibber in a fallow field, how many F's in that, .com? You don't know? 0. There are no F's in that. Johnny, the piano teacher is coming very soon. Did you wash your hands and face? Yes. Did you wash your ears? Well, I washed the one next to her. Are you related to the family next door? Yes, the little boy said. Their dog is our dog's brother. How did those people get a flat tire? The mother asked the daddy. And the boy said, you said there was a fork in the road. You see that jewelry over there? Yes. It once belonged to a millionaire. Really? Who? F.W. Woolworth. The little boy went to the hospital and then he came home and told his teacher that all the nurses were wearing blindfolds over their mouths. Okay, what does college bread mean? A 4-year loaf made out of the old man's dough. The judge said to the defendant, why did you park there? And he said there was a sign that said fine for parking. What were your blessings of yesterday, folks? Do you start the day, you get up and you go to the bathroom and you wash and you get dressed and you get the house nice and tidy and you make the bed and now you're ready. You've laid the foundation for the day, the physical side, you are ready. You are on call to help others. You are ready when the call comes. And then on the spiritual side, you get ready with God, meditate Him in prayer. And then you listen to the conscience. And you write down what the conscience says. You listen and you list. So what were your blessings yesterday, and what blessings did you give yesterday? Did you exercise? Did you exercise? You don't have to pay a physical therapist, and your insurance company doesn't have to pay a physical therapist, and you don't have to pay your insurance company to know enough to exercise. Calisthenics, we used to call it. You know, these things, they come up with a new name and they think they've come up with something new, like physical therapy. It's nothing new. That's calisthenics, that's exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some businesses do that. The reason that crime doesn't pay is that when it starts paying, the company changes their name to something respectable. Corporate America. It was fun yesterday getting out the message to 6 TV stations by name: Winston, Connecticut, Newtown, Connecticut, hi Grant, Litchfield, Connecticut, hi Doug, hi Robert Joyce, to Schenectady, hi Zeb Schmidt, to Zeb, will you please send me back my discs? Please, send me back my programs. Mount Vernon, Glendon, and Jeff Corsella, and Chicago. Steve, and Kenny, and Joe, and Leslie Johnson, and Ryan. It was fun to get out the good message to them for the first week of February, to be repeated in March, and to get 3 of them done for the second week of February, to be repeated in March, and to get the archive made. And I think my days of being able to make a Winix, make a copy onto the hard drive of the computer by Winix, which is a free converter. It converts the information from the DVD disc to the hard drive of the computer. And then of uploading it and sending it to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. I think my days are over for that. I just plain cannot see that computer print. So Gregory's coming tomorrow, folks, and he's going to make you a nice backdrop. And it's going to be nice and clear and clean and uncluttered, and he's going to line the whole shelf with lovely flowers. So he will come tomorrow and he will do the Winix, and he will do the uploading, and I will tell him the description, and then he will be kind enough to write them down. But that was fun doing that, and it took all day. Did you eat saintly? Yes. What did you eat? Lettuce, Chatham Valley croutons, wishbone, Italian dressing. Oh, good. Did you eat your cereal? Yes. what? Malto meal farina. Strict wheat. Very, very good to you. Basic protein. Plant protein. And soy milk, that's more plant protein. And brown sugar. And then what? Did you eat your nut fruit shake? No. Bad girl. I'll do it today. And then clove casserole. That's Morningstar Farms. Crumbles, green beans, tomato soup, and clove. More clove. As if I didn't have enough that I spilled on the table. What are you going to do today? What have you been called to do today? Call me. Tell me, the way Suzanne McCormick does. You want to exercise your body. I'm going to put up the jokes every day on Facebook. I'll do them for Tuesday and Wednesday today, and then skip Wednesday and do them for Thursday and Friday. And take care of you, little kitty cat, all day long. Can you purr? Can you purr to me? I'd like to feed the animals twice, in the morning and in the late afternoon. And I'd like to finish week 2 and send the programs for week 3 of February and March, and also week 4, and then label all the discs. That's a very exacting job, to take a DV disc and put on 8 pieces of information on it with a magic marker. And then I would like to wrap them and have them all ready to post next week. The 3rd week of, that's not right, in 2 weeks. And then I wish I could get all the work done, all the things that my conscience has listed here to be done today, and have time to rest the soul and rest the body. Rest on the physical side and rest on the spiritual side. Franklyn's big check came in from Warren Buffett. Franklyn was a reporter on the Buffalo Evening News for 27 years, and they gave a pension, which companies don't do anymore. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Butler, for the pension you gave Franklyn. Thank you, Franklyn, for working so faithfully. I don't think he ever took a sick day. He was extremely faithful and loyal and dedicated and upright. Was he a saint? Pretty close to it. If not, did we do everything? Did we cover everything? Okay. Are we doing the world any good, you and I? We're trying. Okay. Once more. Under the job. For all the saints. And remember, no to this corruption of All Hallowed Eve. No to Halloween, October 31st. Who from their labors rest, who thou by faith before the world confessed. Thy name, O Jesus, helping others, be forever blessed. Hallelujah, hallelujah. What do you see, Jim?
Whole lot of nothing.
So it looks pretty good then?
Yeah.
What are all those wires? My goodness.
Oh, probably the power all over your house.
Oh. And Timmy, do you see that third switch there? Can you tell me where? No, keep going. Third from your left.
Oh, this one here?
Yeah, why does that light up?
Oh, I have no idea.
How can we find out?
It's a regular on-off switch.
What?
Whatever it is, you got it turned on, turned off.
Yeah. How do I find out? Can we plug the, you know, the little 7-watt bulb in the bathroom? Can we plug it into something and see where?
Oh, you know. Look, it's your clock over there. It's a wall plug.
Okay.
I turned your clock off.
Do you know which one?
Yeah, right there. It works that little clock over there in your
Is
bed.
this wall plug, Timmy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thanks. Do you know what the other one is? The third one in?
This one here?
The third one from your left.
Yeah, that's the one I just turned off. That's your wall plug over there.
That's this wall plug.
No, see where your clock is?
Oh, where the
It
clock
turns
is.
off your clock. A lot of the old rooms that didn't have ceiling lights had switches for 1/2 of your receptacles in your walls. So you could plug in lamps and you could turn your lamps on and off when you walk in the room.
I like it. Now, you said the third from your left is this wall plug.
It's whatever that clock is plugged into.
Okay, it's that wall plug.
Yeah.
All right, then
And
what?
it's probably only the side that the clock is plugged into. You know, there's 2 on each one. Only one of the 2 will be work off of the switch.
Only one of the 2, Timmy?
Yeah, you know how there's 2 receptacles, 1, 2? The switch will only work 1/2 of it.
Oh,
See anything?
that's good so that it'll
No.
turn on the lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what is the third one from your right? The third one from your right.
Might be another one of them.
Third one from your right. You're on your left. The one that's taped up.
Oh, that's the clock over there, sorry. Alright,
What's
third
the-
one from my left
Wait a
is...
second, now I'm really mixed up. The third from your right is the clock over there.
No, third from my left, I'm sorry. I had you backwards. This taped one, the one with the tape, is your clock on your bed.
Wait a second. Which one is the clock on the bed?
The tape.
The one that's taped on, okay.
And this one is probably another switch. Probably another one of them
There's
outlets.
a switch here. There's an
The
outlet
receptacle
here.
right there by your
There's
hand.
an outlet right there.
This one's already 4 right there though, so I would think it's probably over there somewhere. I wouldn't think they'd have them both right next to each other.
No, they wouldn't.
Okay.
What goes recess lights here?
That's one of the other switches.
All right.
Everything okay, honey?
Yeah. No leaks.
I didn't see
I had the shower going. I had the drain going. I had hot water going through it.
Oh, good. So we're okay?
Yeah, I think so.
How did you fix it Sunday night, or what happened Sunday night? How did you fix that?
Oh, I don't think it came from that. I think it spilled some water up there or something.
You
maybe.
did it what?
I think it spilled some water on the floor or something.
Oh, you do?
Just a little bit,
Some
yeah.
people have big issues with keeping water in tubs when they take a shower.
Especially when they got kids.
And they soak the floors and then it goes
You think it
down.
was a spill?
Yeah, because it's nothing happening
That
now.
sounds very reasonable, Timmy, because it was such a short time that the water came down. And it was warm water. It
Yeah.
was warm water. And it came down just a little bit, so that's very reasonable that it was a child or somebody getting
So
water.
I'll leave that open for another day or two, and you can check now and then.
Everything feels dry up in there.
And then we'll get the new tile. Julie's gonna get a box. You know, you can't buy just one tile anymore. You gotta buy a whole case.
And about 7 months ago, there was half of a case here. There was a half a case of tiles here.
Really?
It got used somewhere else, I guess. Now that one happened two years ago. That was from the shower.
Yeah.
Because he didn't close the curtain. Are you going to put little tiles in my bathroom?
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Again, you
Again.
forgot all about it.
Again.
Timmy, he forgets all about me. Do you think that's nice?
No, I'm here today. See, I told you I wouldn't be here till Wednesday or Thursday. But I'm here today.
All right, so you get a point.
No, the ones on the floor, Tim. The little 4-inch ones, ain't they?
Behind the
ones are
toilet.
1-inch ones on the floor.
Are they big?
Behind the toilet, Tim.
Oh yeah, you're only missing 2 down there, right?
Yeah.
You said you were going to get a whole new thing. What was that?
What was that?
I got your number, honey.
Uh,
Do they want to buy a new, Timmy, turn on the light there. Don't you think I need a new Venetian blind in there? Those glass buttons.
there ain't nothing wrong with that one, is there?
Missing
Okay,
a couple
got a
things
hole
on
in
the
it.
end.
I'll put it, we'll get some duct tape, duct tape it up.
I think blinds you usually by yourself, don't you?
I guess so. I don't care. If they don't want to buy it, I will.
Every apartment I've always been in, I had to buy my own.
Okay. I don't mind.
Usually people leave them behind, so you get them when you move in, but
How do you make a Venetian blind?
With duct tape.
No, you stick your finger in his eye.
Are you getting smart with me?
So what else can we do for trouble? Oh, the sink runs so much better, and the drawer works, and my chandelier I love.
good.
You like that?
Oh, I love it.
I picked that out.
You
He
did?
didn't, I did.
Is that right, Tim?
Do I get my points back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What'd you do, change light bulbs already?
Huh?
Change one, yeah.
Change the light bulb, didn't have enough light?
Well, no, not to, those are really party lights, you know, dinner lights, not to really work at a desk.
Uh-huh. But
So
no,
you
then I
know
would've
the
got you
Snyder
all.
Boys, have you seen the Snyder Boys lately?
Just when I go down to pick him up, they're out there breaking the lawn or something.
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably see him down at church.
Methodist Church?
Yeah, for election day dinner. We usually go down there and they're in there
Do you go to the
working.
Strawberry Festival? Do you go to the Strawberry Festival?
No, I don't.
Oh, you should. They have the band, they have the Nassau Band,
Oh yeah?
and they have strawberry shortcake.
Ooh. I like that.
It gets bigger every year.
Does it really?
Oh yeah, over 100.
Uh-huh. Don't you go to the election day dinner, don't you?
Oh no,
Or you don't?
of course not.
Why, you don't vote?
He knows why. He knows why.
Why, how come you don't go?
I don't know, probably to avoid the political crap.
No,
Well, it is a big headache.
no.
Why?
And I don't go to the one across the street either. They
You
have
go to synagogue one night.
Oh, the synagogue has one?
Yeah. And that's where I seen you. I either seen her at the synagogue dinner one night, or I seen her in a bar in Albany on pole dancing. That's where it was.
Where?
In Albany at the bar dancing on the pole a few years back.
No.
Oh yeah, that's where it was.
No.
I got your number now.
You're really off on that one, honey. What are you gonna do next, Timmy?
I'm not sure.
Listen, I don't understand it. A woman and a young man, and I talked to them at great length and welcomed them, on September 30th, moved in there. And her parents were here from Pennsylvania, and they were moving in boxes and flattening boxes. And I've never seen her since, except one time she was standing in the hallway on the floor.
Over there?
Where is she?
Over there?
Huh?
Over next door over there?
Yeah, 51 at B.
Oh, I don't know. Where she?
I have never
haven't
seen
met her
that
yet.
woman except those 2 times. And this is a month.
I haven't met her.
She's a mystery tenant. She's very nice, she's tall, she's blonde. But I've never seen her.
They had a problem in there because upstairs over her spilled some water on the floor and went down in her ceiling and into the bed.
Over there?
Yep.
Over there?
Yeah, it's her first time renting an apartment. She's all set up, and here comes water down all over her bed in her first apartment. I guess she was a little upset.
Now where did that come from?
The guy's tub up above.
The tub.
People being reckless, taking a shower.
Overflowed the tub. And it come down and went right into the closet and right straight down on her bed.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh yeah.
That's terrible. How long ago? 2 weeks?
Yeah, probably 2-3 weeks. Right after she moved in. Right after she moved
in. On
in.
the first, on the last day of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a year ago that we had an arrest. That a man, it was about October 15th, this is October 31st. A man in that 51A assaulted a woman.
Oh.
And they came down the stairs here. Why? I don't know why they were on this side of the stairs. But they came down the stairs. I was in the hall. They didn't see me. They went toward 51B, and I saw him assault her. And then they turned around, they saw me, and then they saw Cassidy, who lived in 51B at the time. And then they separated, and she got in the car and went away, and he went back into the apartment. And that's when Mace kicked them all out.
Oh, really?
They were a bad bunch. Very bad bunch. And they went and they left half of their stuff.
Well, I know Det and Julie won't put up with it.
Excuse me?
Det and Julie, the new owners, they won't put up with it.
Good. And they went away and they left that little shed, and it was full. And I took 38 articles off the porch and put them on the tree belt, and they were all picked up. I put out 28 articles from the shed and put them on the tree belt.
Really?
Yeah, I emptied the shed, and they were gone. Then Mace came along and cleared out the inside of the apartment. They left furniture. They left overstuffed furniture, couches. What a bad bunch. And she had been there 6 years. She was the longest living tenant here. And then Shauna, in 47A, she didn't pay her rent for 4 months. She kept promising and kept promising, and finally they said November 1st, that would be tomorrow, out. And the one over here, he didn't pay his rent for 4 or 5 months.
They tried to do that on Julie and Det already. They're next door.
They what?
Said the ones up above there tried to pull that on Julie and Det already.
Who one's up above? In
On
the back?
Yeah, what is it, 51B, 51A?
Oh,
the top floor?
51A, they tried it. And what did Julie and Det do?
There will be nothing. If you can't pay your rent, you're out of here.
And when was that, the last rent period?
Yeah, when they first bought the property.
Oh, the first.
They didn't even want Julie and Det to go walk through the apartments. The guy says, you can't walk through my apartment. Det says, I can't. He said, read your lease. I can go in your apartment anytime I want.
Well, Det happens to be wrong about that.
Oh,
by the
yeah?
Attorney General of the State of New York and by the New York State Real Property Actions and Proceedings Law. But I won't get into it. No, he cannot do that.
Even though it's in your lease?
That's unconscionable. Anybody in New York
It's
State.
not any time he wants,
24
he has to have a reason to be
Yeah,
there.
reason to go in and
You
check.
can go only in an emergency.
Yeah.
Right.
There was no emergency. But that's all right. So, but they have paid their rent ever since, apparently.
Yeah.
He got the rent that time, the first month from his grandmother, the second month from his grandmother.
Well, he wanted to pay half and half.
What's that mean?
You know, half at the beginning of the month and half at the end of the month.
Well, that's no good.
No, because then they get ahead of you.
That's no good.
No.
No, if you can't pay your rent, then debt is right.
Mhm.
And Mace was really soft-hearted, and so was Linda, and so they let him go, 3 to 4 or 5 months, and eventually they had to go.
Well, then, Julie, they own the other apartments down here too. One next to the library.
Yes, next to the homestead,
Right.
next to
And they
Archie
own the
Sherman's?
one,
You mean
next
the one
to-
next to Archie Sherman?
right. And then they own the one in back of the old post office. Right in back of the Grand Hotel. The big apartment building back there is blue.
Go again, I want to know where this is. Where is it?
Okay, what?
The
What's
homestead.
that? Malden Road? You know where Phelps Insurance is?
Yes.
The
that-
blue house, the big blue apartment building right in back of there. They own that one too.
Good. They're good owners.
Yes, they take real good care
Oh,
of
they're
it.
good owners. You don't know how happy I am. And Mace and Linda met well, but they just didn't. Well, first of all, they were mom and pop. They were not professionals.
Yeah.
But they met well, and they were trying to make it, and they couldn't. So you just don't know how happy I am to see this place cared for. And
Well, I think when this guy gets out, they'll probably go through this one up here too.
that would be Jeff and
The one with the dogs.
yeah, he's got a good thing. His mother and father own a lovely house. You know where the Skodak Diner is?
Yep,
Okay, if you're going south on Route 9, there's a street there to the right.
Julian Drive.
Yeah, I think so. His mother and father own a house there. They're going to Florida to their other house. And Kayla and Jeff are going to
Now
one
that
day.
Julian Drive, Julie's brother owns 4 apartment buildings right in there. As you're first going in, he owns the 2 here, and then you go down the street, and he owns the other 2 down here.
Her brother?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Rick Wood.
Oh, her last name was Wood?
The Julian Drive was actually named after her, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Wasn't that one of...
Yeah, because Dick used to own all that land down there at one time, her father.
Dick
Dick
Wood?
Yeah, he's
He
got
owned all that land
Yeah.
down there?
he's got streets named after his kids and his wife all
Yeah.
over town.
Is that right?
That big cornfield there, there's got a big sign there now, 73 acres for sale. That's all his land on Route 9.
Is he living?
Yeah, he lives right there on Malden Street.
I don't know where Long Street is.
Well, it's the one, you know where Phelps Insurance is?
I know where
Where the pizza
Griswold-
joint is and Phelps
it near
Insurance.
Griswold?
What's that?
Is it near Griswold?
Griswold's a side
Yeah,
street. You stay
right
right
up
on the
the-
main road instead of
right up
taking a
the-
left on
right
Griswold.
up the
You stay
street.
right on the
Yeah,
street you're on before you get off.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And he owns that?
yeah.
Well, who was the one that had the funny name? That built this one up here, and built the Pine Haven,
Oh,
and
who
built the
was
one
that?
over in Griswold?
That was Papa,
Papa.
Charlie Papa.
Did you know him?
Yep,
You didn't?
yep. He bought, was it Cynthia up on top of the hill and then Charlene?
I know Charlene, his daughter.
Right.
Where is Charlene? Is that the one
She
that-
lives in,
next to Speedy Sales? Is that Charlene? Or is
yes, that's Charlene there.
That's Charlene?
Right. And then the other big one going out of Nassau on top of the hill.
Which is now Pine Ridge?
Right, which is Pine Haven because it's been sold.
And that was called Cynthia?
Yep, I think that's right.
He was a beautician.
Who
That
was?
was-
He was?
Papa was a beautician. Yeah, he was a hairdresser.
It could have been way back when.
Oh, way back, yeah.
His 2 sons were lawyers. Sal Papa and there's another brother there. That it was a big time lawyer in Albany. They owned all kinds of property.
Where?
Papas. In Albany and all over.
Oh, in Albany they own
Yeah.
property? Well, Charlene is impoverished.
She lives on
Wood, down around, Woodbury or, what is the?
yeah, Waterbury. Waterbury Road.
Yeah, she lives there.
Right. Yeah. She lived there, and right next door, her father used to live before they died. I forget who bought the house now, but that's when she was married to Mike Ziak.
And that was a disaster.
Yes. Every now and then I see her over the town of Skodek over there, where you can go get your
The senior
lunch
citizen?
and stuff over
Yeah,
there.
she volunteers over there.
Yeah.
Senior citizens over in
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Skodak.
Well, me and you can't go there yet because we're not old enough. Right, Kitty? Kitty says yes.
Well, that's interesting. Well, do they own any others? She says she has 40, Julie says to me she has 40 tenants.
Julie? Yes, probably does. Across the way from the old Brown Derby, the 3 apartment buildings down there with 5 units in each one, 4 and 5 units in each one. You know where the old Brown Derby was?
No, I don't. Tell me.
You know where Tractor Supply is? What else is there? You know where the new town hall is?
Yeah.
Okay, now the bar right next door, it's called My Place now.
Yes.
That used to be the Johnny Manica's old Brown Derby.
Really?
Yes. Right across the street, there's 3 apartment buildings down there. Julie owns those.
Are they on Route 9 and 20?
Right, just off of 920, yeah. You can look down the street and see them.
What's the name of the street? That's
What's the name of the street there? Herman K is over here.
Yeah, that's one of the side streets.
Yeah.
What the heck is that one? Kraft?
Craft Road.
what is it there?
Craft.
Craft Road.
She owns 3 apartments.
So
right
she
there.
owns 3 there. She owns one next to Archie Sherman.
Yeah.
And she
One
owns
back of Phelps.
and the one on Long Street.
Then down next to, down going, going Route 9, going towards Hudson. Right next door, you know where the old deli dogs used to be?
No, keep,
Hot dog stand. There's a big church on the left-hand side on
I
the,
know where Dickelman's Hardware was.
oh, that's way before that.
Oh.
Okay, you know where the old Reels Diner used to be and bar?
No.
On
Is
the
it near
left-hand
Golden Harvest?
Oh, way before that, probably 5 miles before that.
It's not where Route 28 comes in. And 9.
No, before that even.
What's there now? Sunoco?
Ain't really nothing by it but the church and the hot dog stand.
Yeah, there's a big church on the left-hand
Oh,
side.
yeah, the House of Praise.
Yeah, the apartment building right across the street, she owns that one.
She does?
Yes. And there's, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 units in that one.
Yeah, I think there's 4 in that one.
4 or 5.
And they don't have anything to do with the houses that Mr. Wood built on Route 203?
No, that's where they live. Julie lives on 203, right off the street there. On, what is it? Eleanor Drive. Eleanor Drive.
Yeah, that's the one named after his wife.
That's his, yeah, he named that one after his wife, Eleanor. They live down there right in the back. Yeah.
They don't have anything to do with those, right?
No.
The slab houses, they call
No,
them.
I think that all got sold off as just
What?
property. I think he sold all that off as just property.
Yeah.
Yeah, he built them all though, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Probably.
What
Long
do they
time
call
ago.
it? They have a special name for that section. What's it called?
Oh, I have no idea.
I've forgotten. Okay. Do they own anything on oh, what's the section? when you get down John Street and turn right.
No, he didn't own, back at the school?
Yeah, what,
No, he didn't own anything down there.
you know the beautiful house here on Elm Street, they own where the piano factory did, and they put new siding on.
Oh,
Their name's McConnell
yeah,
or O'Connell
O'Connell.
or something.
Her mother lived right across the street from you, now it's been sold.
Whose mother?
The guy's wife. She was a school teacher. Mickey Conley.
Oh, Conway.
Conley.
Oh, yeah, sure.
She was a school teacher. Sandy.
Sandy, that's right.
Yep, he bought the old Cozy Garden piano
That's the
factory.
one, that's the one, right.
Right.
Now, who owns, somebody from out of town owns the apartment house behind Cozy.
Frank Bauer.
Frank who?
Bauer.
How do you spell it?
B-A-U-R-E or something like that. Frank Bauer.
He's from out of town?
Well, he used to live right here in East Greenbush. His son lives down and back to the school now,
Yes, he
young
does.
Frank.
Yes, he does.
But he lives out in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But he comes back for the summertime back here. Because it gets too hot for him out there.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Those apartments are awfully small. Those rooms are so small.
Yeah.
I know somebody there. I knew him well, and I went there many times, but it was always so crowded.
Yeah.
But they were good. They took care of the property. Frank,
You got a nice little one right here. This is all you need, big enough for you right here.
Oh, good Lord, yes.
Yeah.
Isn't this the smallest of all of them?
I think so. It's easy to heat and everything else.
What?
Easy to heat.
Yes, it is. I don't like that
Yeah.
other heat. I like this heat. And
Yeah.
my bill last month was only 61, and last year it was 63, and the month before that it was only like 40.
Really. Can't beat that.
No, the biggest it gets is 240 in the winter.
$240 a month? Every
not quite,
other
just-
month.
No, yeah, no, 240 a month, but just 1 or 2 months in the winter.
It's
time.
got to be February or March or January, February.
No, not March, but yeah. But January's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is a lovely spot.
Yeah.
And it's, you don't know
You
how
do get some
happy I am.
sunshine.
Huh?
You get sunshine.
Well, yeah, it's only has 2 winters. That's
Yeah.
pretty bad, but.
That
But
house
the
over
lighting
there,
is so good.
we done a lot of work on that house right there.
43?
Yep.
When?
Oh, a couple of years ago, we met and built that brand new addition back there and stuff.
Wait
I wired that whole thing.
Wait a second. You're talking about number 43?
The one right next to you.
And Meppen used to own that?
No, he built that brand new addition on it though. That got a big barn in back? Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, that's... Didn't that guy's a steam fitter or a pipe fitter. He had something to do with the town, didn't he, the village?
Oh, you're talking about Valenti.
The guy right there, in the house there.
41. You're talking about number 41.
Okay,
Aren't
whatever that one
But
is
number
there.
43, no, that doesn't fit in with number 43. Number 41, the big extension in the back of the
Right,
bar.
Phil
that
Nevin
is-
done that.
He is the mayor of Nassau Village,
Okay, yeah. Yep.
Bob Valenti.
Bob Valenti.
And she is the court clerk and the assistant in the assessor's office,
Mm-hmm.
Marcia.
Then you go down a couple of streets, you got Steve Cooper down there.
And Steve Cooper, right?
Yep, he's my attorney.
He is? He
Yeah, I
is-
went to school with Steve.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Columbia High School,
Yeah.
right? Now, his Uncle Ralph, did you know him?
Uncle Ralph?
Cooper?
No, I don't think so.
Well, Ralph lived across the street.
That was his father, wasn't it? His father lived across the street.
Oh. Then Earl? Am I
Earl is his father, was his father.
Oh,
Because I worked on his house too.
where was that?
Right directly across the street from Steve's.
Oh,
That was Earl.
Oh,
He was a lawyer too.
and that was Steve's father?
Hmm. Yep.
Was Ralph Cooper a lawyer?
I don't know.
Was he Steve's brother?
It could have been. I really don't know about that. So. And then he married into the Sanfords. The Sanford
sure.
daughter.
Sure. Up on Jefferson Hill.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, young lady, I had to get going.
So I'm going to look forward to a visit from you with new tiles, is that
Yeah,
it?
next time we come.
Alrighty. And
Probably won't be for a couple days. I
what
want to
about-
make sure that thing don't leak again. So,
Well, you gave it a good test today,
yes, we did.
but as you say, it was probably a spill.
Now it's kind of leaning towards that now, yes. Yeah.
And so are you going to fix that tile in the bathroom?
Yep. You got the size of that? 4x4?
Okay.
4x4, they're little 1-inch tiles.
Well,
Oh, the only 1-inch tiles. Okay.
I
We got it.
enjoyed my visit with you. Take care.
Okay, dear. We'll catch you
Have a
later.
good day.
Bye-bye. Well, gee, that was interesting. This is a village, 1 mile square, with 600 residents. And just so many know so many others, for lifetimes, for generations. I find it very, very interesting. Do you, folks? Okay, where was I? I would just made 6 copies of a show to be played the 4th week of February, to be repeated in the 4th week of March 2018. And it's for Winston, Connecticut, Newtown, Connecticut, Litchfield, Connecticut, Schenectady, New York, Mount Vernon, New York, and Chicago, Illinois. Can you find out where you were? Yes, I was finalizing.
Saved voice message. To listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message, press 2. First voice message.
Glendora, this is Dean. I got your message. I made a mistake in saying Southern District, but it's Eastern District of New York. It is the same situation of the woman that was arrested, the Southern District of New York. Turns out both of the courts are privately owned. Judge Bryant said they were built financing with smoke and mirrors, and I do believe I absolutely know there's no deed or taxes paid on the Southern District of New York, and I bet when I look at the Eastern District of New York, there will be no deed as well. But the main thing is, the security guards are privately contracted and cannot touch you unless it was a federal protection officer or United States Marshal, which I very doubt. So it turns out that the security monitors are lying about their federal officer status. We caught them point blank. And the reason they attacked Lydia Radin in front of me was we were challenging the Time Warner Cable franchise with M&M, which was up for sale for Comcast. And as you know, Time Warner Cable was falsifying all their infrastructure upgrades and charging people for them, as well as being on the NASDAQ, charged, with billions of dollars on the Securities Exchange line, to which Chuck Schumer's brother, Robert Schumer, and Paul Weiss was covering up in the deal for the sale. So I want to talk to you. I'm home. It's 8 o'clock. Maybe if it's too late, call me tomorrow. I definitely want to talk to you about exactly how you were arrested, how everything was. Maybe we can have you on my radio show. I hope you're still doing public access. I'm doing shows every week about the secret courts. They're all across the United States in 200 privately owned courts, which are rented to the judiciary, and the GSA is not making it publicly known which ones they are. Because if they are rented, it becomes proprietary jurisdiction and only state law applies, as well as all the notices and all that kind of stuff, as well as the notices of appearance, the way you prosecuted, everything. So give me a call, and I know I'm dragging on. Thank you.
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To send a reply message, press 8. To save it, press 9. To hear more options. Message erased. Next message.
Hi, Glendora. It's Sue. I was going to head up in a little while, and I wanted to make sure that there's a good time for you. Can you give me a call back? Thanks. Bye-bye.
She came and we had a lovely visit for
End
50
of
minutes.
message. To erase this message erased. Next message.
Yeah, Glendora, it's Suzanne. I just thought I'd give you a call.
And we had a lovely visit
a couple
too.
things that I don't know what you do, how the tape came out. Anyway, you can call me anytime during the week or whenever you have time. And that's it.
No, we succeeded.
Oh, okay. We'll talk later. Thank you.
We succeeded Sunday at 1 p.m.
End of message. Message erased. Next message.
Hi, Glendora. Tomas Garger. It's 1:15 on Monday. Everything's okay. I'm doing the Aflac thing. I might have something working in the Brooklyn Diocese for some work. But anyway, I will thank you for the call. I will try you again in a couple of days. I have to be next tomorrow, so probably on Wednesday afternoon I'll give you a shout. All right? Talk to you soon. Everything's well. Thanks, man.
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To replay this message, press 4. To get...
Hi, Glendora. Tomas Garger. It's 1:15 on Monday. Everything's okay. I'm doing the Aflac thing. I might have something working in the Brooklyn Diocese for some work. But anyway, I will thank you for the call. I will try you again in a couple of days. I have a bunch of meetings tomorrow, so probably on Wednesday afternoon I'll give you a shout. All right? Talk to you soon. Everything's well. Hope all is well with you. Thanks, Glendora.
Message erased. Next message.
Hello, Glendora. This is Freya with American Vegan Society. We did receive a check from you this month for $100, and I'm calling to let you know that we received it and to thank you very much for your support. Hope to talk to you soon. Probably haven't talked to you in a couple of weeks or so.
American
so I
Vegan.
hope all is well. Take care. Bye.
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To send a reply message, press 8. To save it, press... To hear more options, press... Message erased. Next message.
Glendora, Don. Give me a call when you get a chance. Bye-bye.
Donald Buell, Franklyn's nephew.
End of message. Message erased. End of new messages. First saved voice message.
Well, I hope so.
We'll be blowing this.
End of message. Message erased. End of messages. To listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message, press 2.
Let me ask you again. What is college bread? A 4-year loaf made out of the old man's dough. Judge to the defendant. Why did you park there? Defendant. There was a sign that said fine for parking. By the time we learn to behave ourselves, it's really too late to begin. November 1st, All Saints Day. Are you a saint? I always wanted to be a saint. Yeah. Did you always want to be a saint? Do you know any saints in your present existence? Are there any saints? I think that Dr. Jocelyn Celestin is pretty close to being a saint. Although I can think of one thing he could do better. And I think that his wife, Dr. Maud Celestin, is close to being a saint. Certainly their entire lives are spent helping others. He's an allergist and head of the immunity medicine at Albany Medical College, State University of New York. And she's a doctor. She has a medical degree, and she raised her two children, her son and her daughter. And her son is pretty much through his residency now as a doctor. And the last I knew, her daughter was studying in France. But she became a PhD in public health. You see, that's the altruism, that's the helping others, to help people stop smoking and to help the low-income people on a diet that doesn't make diabetes prevail so much in the lower income.
Call from Casey Mobile.
Casey Mobile, excuse me. Is this Casey Mobile or Casey Mobile?
I'm not sure what I am. I'm Casey driving in a car. I have a conference call every morning this week at 8:30. So when you call me tomorrow morning, why don't you call me sometime after 10 of 9?
After 8:50, honey?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Call you sometime after 8:50 tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
Thursday, November 2nd.
Yes.
I got it.
Okay.
The judge asked the defendant, why did you park there? And the defendant said there was a sign that said fine for parking.
I think you're on page 8 this week.
Okay, I look forward to my calling you tomorrow before around after
Okay.
10 after 9.
10 off.
Thank you.
8:50. All right. You have a good day.
You too.
Okay.
Bye. Sorry, folks, that was urgent. There's an altruism, there's a, she must be a saint. Well, so far as I can see, she's a saint. I don't know what's below the surface or what, but as far as I can see, there is a saint. And thank you for doing those grocery shopping. And I have the list all made out. It's quite an art to make out that grocery list. So we were talking about Dr. Maud Celestin getting 2 doctorates, a medical doctorate and a doctor of philosophy in public health. She is certainly a champion of the Seventh-day Adventist Church all of her life. She's never eaten meat in her whole life. And what a figure. Ooh, she is a most beautiful figure. You couldn't find an ounce of fat on her anywhere. And she and her husband and her very close friends and a very close religious church founded the Seventh-day Adventist Church of Kinderhook. Kinderhook did not have a Seventh-day Adventist church. There was one in Albany and there was one in Livingston at the bottom of Columbia County. So they founded it and built and then went to the Lutheran church in Valatia, met there, started out by meeting there, started by, first of all, by meeting in a home, somebody's home, and then they went to the Seventh-day, then they went to a center that used to be a religious school, and they would go there and rent space on that on Saturday for the Sabbath. And that went on for years, and that cost $1,900 a month. And then 10 years ago, they started building their own church, and it took 10 years. They bought the land for $120,000 overlooking the Catskills. It was 10 acres. And then they built the church, and you've seen the church many times on a chat with Glendora. So there maybe is a saint. I would like to hear from you. Anybody that you think is a saint. I would like to hear. All Saints' Day. For all the saints who from their labors rest, who thou by faith before the world confessed. Thy name, O Jesus, be forever blessed. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And to me, and to many of you, Jesus is helping others. God is helping others. Thy name, helping others, is forever blessed. Hub. Why do people in Springfield, Massachusetts refer to Boston, Massachusetts as the hub? The hub. Are you going to the hub? Have you been to the hub lately? Why? Boston is the hub of the universe. Did you lay the foundation of the day, physical side? Did you get up and get washed and get dressed and look nice and neat and clean and ready for the call? What call? Whatever call comes to help others. Whatever call comes to help the universe. Did you? And did you lay the foundation of the day on the spiritual side? You didn't. You didn't keep your joy journal? You didn't keep a journal that kept track of the events of the day? How about God meditate him in prayer? .com. She has much fewer scabs. The scabs are healing. .com. Let's not do that. Come over here and I'll scratch your neck for you. Come here, baby. Here. She used to have her own notebook. She constantly sits on my notebook, puts things behind, and here. Over here. Thank you. Oh, she's going to go on my notebook. And how can I tell you what to do? What's on the agenda. Yeah, the scabs are much fewer. There are fewer scabs, and that is good news. You've had 2breakfasts.com. So, did you do God, meditate, Him in prayer? Did you listen and list? Did you listen to your conscience and list what your conscience wanted you to do today? And did you check off yesterday to see if you did what your conscience told you to do yesterday? What is college bread? College bread is a 4-year loaf made from the old man's dough. Sue Casey, who just called me, is I am full of life anew, and I will give it to you. I am full with life anew, and I will give it to you. And I will keep my heart pure so I can give the strength and the vitality to you. And my will is one with the will of the universe, because that is helping others. And our will is one with that, isn't it? Now, we have to do the score. This is the score. It's time, folks, to fess up and do the score. Did you say anything nice to anybody? Did you just say a little thing nice to somebody? Just a little tiny bit nice thing to somebody? Like give them credit for a good thing that they did? Now tell me, did anybody say anything nice to you? What is your score on that? Do you have a pen and something to write on besides the dust on the furniture? Did you drink 5 glasses of water every day? Did you count your blessings and or rejoice 40 times every hour? That's Thanksgiving. That's our Thanksgiving. Every hour. Not once a year. Every hour. Rejoice ye pure in heart. Rejoice, give thanks and sing. You did what your conscience told you. You did the best you could. Rejoice, 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 give thanks and sing. Did you live and work for others, or did you live for yourself? What's your score on that? Did you feel the oneness of the universe? Did you feel that one with everybody? And you didn't try to be separate and steal some of the universe for yourself and take it away from others? Did you feel the allness, the wholeness, the greatness, the beauty, the joy, the delight? This is the first Sunday of November, the next to the last month of the year. Did you appreciate the earth spinning around every day? And for 5 billion years, and it never fell into the sun? Did you appreciate the water on the earth? The earth is 2/3 water. Those big oceans, those big seas, those big lakes, those big rivers, and the little tiny Valatia Kill. Did you appreciate the air, the water, the air, the soil? We can't get along without any of them. We can't get along without each other. Selfishness and ego are a delusion. They're a phantom. They do not exist. What exists is the oneness, the universe as one. What exists is helping others. Did you do any good deeds? I want to hear about them. Did you do any good deeds? Gregory did so many good deeds, my friend Gregory Washburn. Are you getting a good report? Did you appreciate the sun and its trip around? Did you appreciate the earth and its trip around the sun? It takes 365 days to do that. Did you get cold when it was 31 degrees, 1 degree below freezing? Is your heart pure? Did you do anything bad? If you did you acknowledge it? Say, I did this, it was wrong, I shouldn't have done it, I wish I hadn't done it. Did you acknowledge it? And did you feel badly about it? Did you atone for it? Did you make good for it? You go out and do something good, or you went back to the scene and did it over and did it right this time? I am filled with life anew, and I will give it to you. I spent quite a few minutes last night in bed sending you 0 minutes of self. It's very difficult. And you have to work on it, but I hope you are working on it. Let's, for instance, can you go 5 seconds without thinking of yourself? Are you ready? Stand by. 5, 4, 3, 2. Did you go 5 seconds without thinking about yourself? Let's try 10. 5, 4, 3, 2. Did you make it? If you did, you're on your way. Really, if you can make 15 seconds, you can almost make a minute. It's a great thing. And what do you do with that? Well, that's for the vitality and the life of that minute to go to you and not to go to selfishness. To go to you. And that's a pure heart. Did you give anything away last week? Any gifts? Did you give away any money? Did you help the animals? Did you feed the birds? Did you feed the wild animals? Did you send money to the animal organizations that are trying to rescue these darlings from brutality and being beaten up and living in filth and being eaten? Were there any catastrophes this week? Like falling down and breaking a bone, or tripping or hurting yourself? House on fire? Heart attacks? Hurricanes? Weather catastrophes? No, we don't have them up here. Do you know, folks, that it's been 4 years in the Northeast, up around the New York Capital District, Albany, Troy, and Schenectady, that it's been 4 years and we haven't had any hurricane disturbances. Now, 5 years ago we did, remember? It was a strange one. It was all wind and no water. That was the last hurricane trouble that we had. An earthquake was not rumored, it was reported to be on its way in California. And this couple sent their young son deep into the interior to be with an uncle, where the boy would be safe. And in 3 days they got an email from the uncle saying, "I'm returning the boy, send the earthquake." Did you go vegan? Did you stop eating animal products? Stop using animal products? Let the animals be free. No exploitation of animals. Did you? Okay. I will tell you quite frankly, you're not going to make it. Unless you do. Unless you go vegan. So what is your score this week? Who won? Ego or altruism? Let's read from the Bible. Let's read from the New Testament. Let's read Paul's letter to the Hebrews. He established a church, you know. And then he goes off and he establishes another church. Corinth and Ephesus and Thessalonica. And then he writes back and tells the people to be good Christians. And this is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 28, wherein, wherefore we received a kingdom. Now you know what that kingdom is? It appears over and over and over. What I think it is. The kingdom is happiness. And the happiness comes only from helping others. So that's our kingdom. That cannot be moved. What does that mean? Oh yeah, it's permanent, it's forever, it's always. It'll always be. It'll always be the way. Happiness, helping others. That cannot be removed. It's helping others today, yesterday, and forever. Let whereby we may serve God. Well, we know what that's all about. You don't serve yourself, you serve others. Where we may serve God acceptably. With reverence and godly fear. I think you can take that word fear over and over again in the New Testament and think of it as love, where you serve God with love. You serve God with love and reverence, and you serve God acceptably. And that's where you do what we talk about every day. Go out and have a good time and help others. Now the hymn, let me repeat that this is Thanksgiving month, and we will celebrate it by having a vegetarian roasted turkey roll made from grain and delicious, and we will have cranberry sauce and dressing, and we will make, I've tried the dressing, stovetop dressing, always tastes like it has moldy to me. Always tastes like it has penicillin in it. I would think that Pepperidge Farm or Arnold might have a good dressing. But I've solved it because I know that Chatham Valley herb croutons has exactly the Thanksgiving flavor that you want. And so you just buy those, heat water and pour the water on it, and now you've got your dressing. We've got a squash. The ones that look like a bell, we got one. We got a turnip. And we'll have peas. And we've got the whole berry cranberry sauce. And we started on the pumpkin pies. We bought 2 already. I haven't been able to taste them because I'm still on that saintly diet. I started it October 6th. It's over tomorrow. This is the last day. So it's over tomorrow, November 6th. And I started fasting a month and a half ago until noon. So we're celebrating Thanksgiving that way. But we have always been celebrating Thanksgiving every hour, right? With the 40 count blessings or rejoices. So the hymn is going to be, we gather together to ask the Lord's blessings. You don't have to ask. They're there. They're there all the time, abundantly, copiously. He hastens and chastens his will to make known. We know the will. Stop self, stop. I am full of life anew, and I will give it to you. I am full with life anew, and I will give it to you. And I will keep my heart pure, so I can give the strength and the vitality to you. And my will is one with the will of the universe. .com kitty. You want kibble, honey? That's what you want is your kibble? Your vegan kibble? It comes all the way from Wisconsin? Oh, yes. Oh, it tastes so good, doesn't it? From Vegan Essentials.
Okay, all right.
Well, good morning.
So, good morning, sir.
How are you?
Oh, very good, sir.
This is my friend Gregory Washburn, who is a tremendous help to me, folks. Tremendous help. And this is Glendora Care and Share. Now, I do care about you. And Gregory, what did we do for the world yesterday? Can you name one thing that we did?
Oh, one thing we did, let's see. Recycled a lot of our garbage, and we
That's very
we
important.
fed the wildlife outside the happy house.
Twice.
Yeah, we did that.
What'd you feed them in the afternoon, Gregory?
Oh, Triscuits.
I think that's a good meal for them. It's kind of expensive, isn't it? I think
Yeah, they're all
$4.
Yeah, and they're all gone now. The table's bare.
There,
now,
it is bare?
Yeah, table's bare.
Is there any
now,
bird seed?
Just a little bit. So.
Oh, really? I'm surprised they didn't gobble
Yeah,
it all
a lot,
up.
So yeah.
And the recycled tubs, somebody here, as the owner asked them to, I think it would have to be Dawn, down here at number 45B, took out the recycle bin, and lo and behold, in late afternoon, it was back. So I think it's you, Dawn. Thank you. But the people who live in 47 upstairs didn't put out their recycle bin. And they really filled it. So I had to put it out, and they didn't take it in. So I brought it in. How about the biggest thing you did yesterday, which was something, I'll give you a hint. Winix.
Oh, Winix. Well, yeah. Yesterday, the laptop computer with the Winx DVD Ripper program on it. We had a few of Glendora's DVDs, and we put them on the Winx, and we had to upload it to YouTube, and we worked on that for a couple hours, and we uploaded like four different shows with then we did all descriptions and titles, or put the captions on the screen for YouTube.
You worked all day on that. You worked from 10 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And you say a few shows, Greg. Listen, count them up. On Archive 16, there were 2. Are you going to count them? Okay, Archive 16, there were 2.
Yeah, 2.
Yes. On Archive 17, there were 2 more half-hour shows. The unit of a chat with Glendora is a half an hour. 29 minutes and 30 seconds to be exact, or maybe 28:30. The third DVD archive would be number 18. It was 2 hours long, so that's 4.
Uh-huh.
How many have you got so far?
Yeah, at least like four shows, or
8, I get.
or 8.
2 with archive 16, 2 with archive 17,
4.
and 4 with archive 18, and archive 19 is 1. Now how many is that?
What, 8 shows or?
I think
something
it's
like
9.
that, Or 9 or,
Your arithmetic is so good, Greg, when you add up the,
well, I don't
book,
know.
when you do the bookkeeping. All right, let's go over it again. Archive 16, 2.
Uh-huh. There's 2 there, so.
Archive 17, 2. How many is that?
4.
Yep. And archive 18, 4 shows. How many is that?
8.
Yep. And archive 19 was 1 show.
Yeah, it's 9 shows.
But I'm so pleased about that, folks, because it is the message. It is the message that brings happiness to people. It is the message that reminds people to go inside of themselves and look, and they will find that they will get the happiness they've been seeking all these years, just simply by giving up self and ego and helping others. Now, what else did you do yesterday, Greg?
What do we do? Let's see. Yesterday we worked on the in-mail here at the house.
We finished it too. And how much money did we send to best friends?
Oh, we sent out $5 money order and
Yeah. And to somebody else too.
to the ASPCA.
ASPCA in Manhattan.
Yeah, we did. That.
And that was all, right?
Yeah, that was it. I think,
Yep.
for now, so.
And then what else did we do?
Oh, we did the well, let's see. We did the
How about the bookkeeping?
oh, the bookkeeping. Yeah, we did the bookkeeping there.
Bookkeeping was enormous. We didn't enter the expenses of last Friday night, October the 27th, at Walmart. It was almost a midnight run again, but we did get home by 10.
On Friday night. So.
And we did not enter those expenses amounting to like $200-300. So Gregory did that. And then he added up, and we ended up the month how much behind? Over $1,000, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the figure? I don't. Anyway, it's over 1,000 that we ended up in October, minus. And then we made the daily sheet for November. Getting ready for that, you put out the money that you start with. We have in about $2,500. And then we start subtracting $400 for the rent, $50 for the museum rent, $5 for ASPCA, $5 for best friends. And do you remember what we did after that?
What did we do? A lot of things. We did the
Well, we made the month sheet for November, for October. You know, you take all these expenses and you have to classify them. Groceries, non-employee compensation, technical equipment. And Gregory made the grid for that. And today we're going to fill in that. Fill in all the expenses, all the ones for groceries in this column, all the ones for postage in this column. Now what else, Greg?
we did the laundry. We did the colored
Oh.
wash, the white wash, and all the
Yeah, we did two lines.
laundry and I took out the let's see, a whole bunch of different things there, but
No, wait, there's something else we did. You did a wonderful job taking me through my Stylo 2 LG Android and reading the in-mail, all the Gmail. Lynn Harper, thank you for sending those pictures. They are so good, and I'm so happy to have them. And all of the
and the photos of Jim Talbot. He sent you photos and
Jim of the SS Glendora 60 years ago. And Jim Talbot, I'm going to get an urgent telephone call to you now. You start making a documentary of the SS Glendora before it is too late. That was the show that was run by children. That was the show that was produced by children. And it was for children and by children. And you still remember it, and Wayne Collins remembers it, and all these other people we've shown you have remembered it. So Jim, you start. Now don't do anything fancy. You know, he's out in Beverly Hills, Hollywood, where everything has to be splash. Just do it, a straight documentary, and tell its story. How once upon a time, there was a children's show, the SS Glendora, that was run by the children. And we have ample photos. We have no videos, because they didn't have video in those days. When did it start? 1955. 1954, maybe, a little. That was broadcast TV, 30 years before cable came. Is that correct, Glendora? 55 to 70, no, 20 years before cable TV.
But we would like to get if there's any kinescopes or films or tapes or anything like that. We would like to see if we can get copies of the show somehow, if that's possible. Get some record of it, even audio, like an audio tape.
That would have been a good idea.
Some people back then, a lot of people had tape recorders, and maybe somebody tape recorded it or something like that.
That's a very good point. We had WGY, which was one of the master radio stations in the whole United States. Signal went all the way to Chicago, from Schenectady to Chicago. And that's a good point. And I should have audio taped it. You couldn't video it. Video didn't come in until 1961. And when it did come in, the video machine was this big, this deep, and this tall. It was a big Ampex, and the tape was 2 inches. And a spool of our tape was this big. Nowadays, what do you have for video?
Oh, that's amazing.
You hold it in your hand. And it's better video.
Yeah, better video, so yeah.
Better audio.
It's all digital and everything.
Better audio. Okay, what else should we do yesterday to help the world?
Let's see.
I know, Greg.
Put descriptions. I did all the descriptions to
Yeah,
the uploads.
yeah, we covered that all right. Greg, tell them about the truck. What did we do for the truck?
The truck, the truck last week we did a lot of the, some front end work to the truck done last week. We had new ball joints and idler arms and pitman arms and things like that put on, which makes it steer and handle a lot better, and it's a lot steadier and more dependable.
You love it, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
He's thrilled with it. He was so happy with that.
Yeah, so
How much did it cost?
It cost like $900 to get the job done there
That's all right.
for parts and labor.
Franklyn and Glendora provided the money because Gregory is going to take care of the museum for us when Glendora goes to heaven. Now remember, Gregory, Glendora and Franklyn will be up there watching you.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah, I guess.
So you're going to come up every week?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll come up and tend to the museum. And
Right. And you're to get paid
like that.
$50 a day for that.
Uh-huh.
And you're to have your gas tank filled for that for $45. That's about what it runs now.
Yeah, all right. So we did that, and then we called up about getting some used tires.
Yeah, tell them about that, Greg. That's
have,
a good deal. That's good information for them. Pass them on the good word.
We have an appointment to get two tires are good, but the truck needs like some more tires. So we're have an appointment to get 2 used tires put on tomorrow down the street, and we're gonna get that
Ultra
done.
Loop.
And 2 used tires, $51 mounted and balanced for a used tire for a truck, and that's a good deal. That's
a good deal?
Yeah, so yeah.
Greg, where do they get these used tires?
Oh, they get them from other customers came in and they bought new sets of tires before they needed to, and they just have you know, so there's some worn out tires and some usable tires, and then some of them are still have some life left in them. So
John
So they
Alterloo
sell
says he
it.
has 200 of them up in the attic.
yeah, 200. Yeah, it's a lot of tires.
Now, I got to call Eddie and tell Eddie was working on this, but the best Eddie could come up with was 2 new tires at 120 apiece.
Yeah, well, that's like he didn't have any used ones. I don't think so.
So that's $240 versus $102, and I've got to call up Eddie and ask him if he minds if I take that better deal.
So
And I also have to confess to John that we didn't go to him for the ball joints, rods, and alignment. We went to Eddie. I want to call John and confess to him. Okay, now where were we? What have you done? What did you do yesterday to help the world? Did you give anybody any money? Did you help the animals? Did you help the animal organizations trying to stop this agony, suffering, and torture that our dear cows and pigs and chickens and turkeys and fish, all of them are going through? We have to stop this, and we are stopping it. Progress is considerable. Did you say anything nice to anybody? Did you cheer them up? Did anybody say anything nice about you? I'd like to hear it if they did. All right. Now, on the hats, this is hat number 1. We went through 47 hats. We wore a different hat every day. I want you to know that we got up to number 47, the black and white striped one that is so loud. Jokes.
let's see here.
The auditor is talking to the secretary, and he says, I'm going through the books here, and he says, here's an ESP here, here's an ESP here, here's an ESP here. What does ESP mean? And the secretary says, error someplace. And the mother, as they're riding along with the bus, the mother says to her little boy, you were a good boy not to put your banana peel on the floor of the bus. Where did you put it? And the boy says, in the pocket of the man sitting next to me.
Oh, banana peel. Huh. That's something.
Sue, would you read this, honey? This is Morning Star Farms.
Greg.
Yep, that Sue is going to get me at the grocery store. She is so kind to do my grocery shopping every week when she does hers. That's a neighbor. That's a Christian. She goes to the Fellowship Church, Grace Fellowship Church, which has about 2,200 people in the weekend.
This says, it talks about, is this a shopping list? Is that what this
Yeah.
is? It says MS Burgers, which
That's
is
Morning Star Farms.
Morning Star Burgers. Mediterranean chickpea.
Yep.
Or is that's
Now
soup?
what is that? Is that a burger or is it a
Oh, it says Mediterranean chickpea.
what do you think it is?
I'm not quite sure
A
what
dish
it is.
or a burger?
Some type of a dish, I guess. So maybe soup. I don't know, but
No, they don't. Morning Star Farms doesn't do soup.
yeah, chickpea.
They do pot pies, vegetable pot pies.
And tomato and basil pizza.
That sounds good. Do you think it is a pizza? Or do you think it's a dish? Or a roll?
Oh,
Anyway, we'll ask Pat if she'll be so kind as to get those for us.
and original chicks patties.
Yes,
It
they're
says.
they're chick patties, yeah. You like all those.com? You're the one we're buying them for. You want more kibble? What's this one say, honey?
Oh, this is this says let's see, Ezekiel.
Yeah,
Says,
Ezekiel bread.
It says sesame whole grain.
Yeah,
It
that
says,
sounds good.
and yeah, that says.
And the one that's crossed out, I'm not going to get because it has cheese in it.
Yeah, cheese. Yeah. Right.
No cheese, no animal products. These jokes we will put up on Facebook. You want to do them now? You want to put up a joke now on Facebook?
If you would like, so if you wanted on your
Yeah, I would like.
like a 30-second one. Or,
Yeah, 30-second one.
Yeah, you could
We'll
try
tell the
that.
one about ESP.
Could go through the ropes there. So if you would like to, yeah, you could do it.
Is the light okay?
Yes.
All right. You want me to show you how to get started? You
This
go
is
to
your-
photo.
Yeah, this is your phone. So you go right to
You go to photo.
go to the photo,
Uh-huh.
and then it has the photograph and video
Okay.
there. And do you want me to hold it? And
Whatever
shoot
you say.
All right,
You're the director. Whatever you say.
the director. The
A joke every day on Facebook.
all right. Well, it still looks pretty good. So let me go to up here. And all right. On 3. So you're gonna tell it's gonna be, how long is it gonna be? About 30 seconds or
Less than that.
less than that or?
20 seconds.
All right. Right on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome to 30 Seconds Glendora. The auditor said to the secretary, I'm here trying to audit these books, and what does this ESP mean? ESP, ESP, ESP over here, ESP over here. What does that mean? And the secretary said, it means error someplace. Good.
Okay. All right. We got that. All right.
Now, do you want to, all right, go to, come out of that.
Come
get
out of that. So,
Yeah.
all right.
And go to Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Right here.
And now go to the 3 bars.
Yeah. 3 bars. Right.
Mhm.
Right there.
And go to, does it say upload? Is that what it says? The bottom, right there in the middle, bottom, upload?
Let's see.
No, it says post.
Yeah, that's Facebook. So yeah,
Is that post?
if I scroll down here,
ESP, error someplace. You shouldn't be scrolling, hon.
scrolling, yeah.
I know, it's my fault. I left out, you have to go to Top Hat, Facebook Top Hat.
Oh,
Do you know
Top
where
Hat.
that is, hon?
Oh, it's back up at the top. So
Oh, then you know where it is.
yeah, it's up in the past that. So
Okay.
Top Hat you want to go
I
to?
beg your pardon, hon.
Okay, yeah, here it is right here. Let's see. All right, yeah, it's on Top Hat right now.
Then you go to post, is
Yeah,
that right?
now it says post right there. So
Yeah, and then
so
you
I'll
go,
go down to a post.
yeah. Then you go to camera, does it say? Photo camera?
It says a photo video.
Yes.
It says here, so
Yeah.
we go down to that, and I'll tap that. All right. So the one we just shot, it just shows up in the upper left-hand corner right there.
Okay.
And 24 seconds. And okay, so now I'm gonna just tap it to check it off.
Good.
There we go. All right, then done.
Yeah, first done.
And then we're gonna go to. They give you a chance to edit or something.
I don't want to edit it, thanks.
So we're gonna go to, and then I just hit next.
Yep, next.
And it says, yeah, how do you want to publish this? It says post now.
Yeah,
So-
publish it.
And
Publish it.
publish.
Yeah, now let it go. It's uploading. See it up there, the twirly around?
Yeah, it says posting. So yeah,
Is that fun? I think that's fun.
yeah, that's something.
And what are your jokes today, folks?
It's going. So
Your jokes are ahead of Facebook's
what's your
jokes.
next milestone?
But I can't tell them to you because .com is sitting on them.
It's going. It's still going here. So.
Yeah, it'll go for a while there. And it didn't used to. It used to be instant. When I first got this phone a year and 4 months ago, it was instant. Instant. And I don't know what's gone wrong now. Maybe so many people using it. Here's some more Morning Star Farms. Would you read that to the people?
What's the signal, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, this is the list that talks about Morning Star veggie steak strips. These are all vegetarian food. Made
Veggie
by,
steak strips. I've never had those. So Sue,
And,
would you get us some of those, please?
And then there's a sausage links.
Yeah, let's get that. I know .com likes those, and I do too.
Sausage links and
No pigs. No ground up pigs. They're darlings. Oh, I love them.
all right. Yeah, the phone just beeped. So
Oh, do you know what that means? It just beat. Thank you, Facebook. It means it's up there.
Well, it's coming. It still says posting, but it's still.
It does?
Yeah, it's doing. Oh, okay, it says posted. So,
Okay, yeah.
Then it says, sausage links and veggie dogs.
Veggie dogs. Would you get those for us, please, Sue? You know one thing, Greg? When we were going over the grand deeds of yesterday, you forgot that what you did for the people at home. The backdrop.
Yeah, I was going to mention,
Yeah,
well,
you did the
the big backdrop that we, I put up.
You like it?
I put up last night. We have a white, kind of a crushed white material backdrop here.
Nice.
And just to make it more of a pleasing viewing experience for you viewers at home.
And Gregory, you did a great job picking out the flowers, the artificial flowers that look exactly like God's flowers.
Yeah, we have
Which is a miracle.
we have some floral decoration here that we set out, and we got some. Stopped down to the local store and we bought some flowers.
I love it. Do you like it, folks? Is it better? You got to give you something good looking to look at.
Yeah, it's attractive.
I like your orange tie.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you very much.
It's the orange season. The leaves
Yes.
are orange.
In the season with the Halloween is just passed and it's
Thankful for that.
It's fall. It's the fall time of year. It's getting a little bit chillier out, and the leaves are trying to turn into fall. And we just had a big windstorm last Sunday with the rain and wind that just about blew most of the leaves away back at home.
That usually happens. And orange is also the color of pumpkins.
Yeah.
Except these white pumpkins. What are these white pumpkins? What are they doing? Are they doing things they shouldn't do to
White
make the
pumpkins.
pumpkins white?
Yeah, it's kind of maybe a offshoot of a gourd or something, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah?
Well, because it's
It
like.
may not be a pumpkin. It looks like a
Well,
pumpkin.
it's kind of related to pumpkins somehow, but yeah, it's just posted. So
Folks, take the last look at these pictures because Greg just covered them up with his backdrop. You want to show the folks the pictures?
they.
That's the last
Yeah, these are some of the
look.
pictures on some of the pictures that I took off the wall. There's pictures I took of. There's Glendora sitting in her like the '93 Lincoln in the driver's seat there, and then here's one of what I took of Glendora out in the backyard here, like during the summertime, and digital photos. Took them with a digital camera in a second, and went down and we printed them out down at Walmart.